What's going on? I'm just sitting here finishing up some research. If you've been following along lately in our recent videos, you will know that my daughter and I have been doing some night adventures in an area just outside of town called Butler Bay Road. And I want to pull up a satellite image of that road so you know what I'm talking about, so you can follow along. Originally, I didn't think too much about it when I started this project. I mean, I just got a camera and went out to the area there, and I just wanted to film, the place at nighttime, because I think it's pretty cool, kind of creepy, and I just wanted to check it out at nighttime, show you guys what it looked like. But then my interest the situation kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I wanted to do some further investigation, and so in that first video, what we did was we kind of explored the Broken Bridge area, the little swamp area around the Broken Bridge, and that's pretty much about it. But it all kind of piqued my interest, and so I wanted to do some more investigation. And so we came back with a second video. We crossed the stream, and we made our way up to the extended road there, where we saw all these rocks all over the road. And we were trying to find the area where Butler's Seafood Lounge used to sit, and but I didn't have any luck finding any remnants of the restaurant at all. Okay, what I have here is a satellite image of the Butler Bay Road area, and this is a current image, if you will. Anyways, you can see Highway 98 and the Butler Bay Road kind of stems off of it. You follow the road around and you come to the Broken Bridge with the stream and the swamp just to the north. And I pointed all that out the night we was out there. But then on the other side of the stream, you see the road where it continues on. It goes all the way down to where kind of dead ends with a bunch of rocks and a cropping of trees. Well, when we was out there, I didn't quite make it all the way to the end like I thought I did. You can see that little pile of rocks and rubble. That used to be part of the seawall. But it's not. I thought there for a while that it might be debris from the restaurant, but that's not the case. That's actually part of the seawall rocks. But you can see where we kind of explored a little bit, and looking back, I can see that I didn't really. I was just on the outside of where the restaurant used to sit. I want to give you a little update, okay? Since our last adventure, after coming home, I wanted to, I decided to do my own investigation on this project. And so I pulled up satellite images from previous years, 2004, 2005, all the way up till present day. And I'm going to show you that today. I'm going to show you all that, and so you can see what I'm talking about. As we go through these satellite images, you'll notice that the water terrain around the bridge changes quite a bit over the years. But again, here's the current satellite image of the Butler Bay Road area. And okay, here's the 2004 image of the area. And you can see that there is in fact a bridge that goes across the little saltwater stream. And over to the far left, you can see a structure. That is Butler's restaurant. There's a parking lot, in front and out to the side. There's even a little smaller structure in the very back. I'm not sure what that is. But this is in 2004. And you can see there's a little beach there in front of the rocks. You can see the swamp and all the wetlands northeast of the restaurant. So in 2004, the restaurant was there. It closed in 2005. Okay, so let's go to 2005 now. Okay, in 2005, the restaurant has closed, but as you can see, the restaurant is still sitting there. It's sitting there. Everything looks pretty much the same as it did in 2004. Looking now at 2006, once again, the restaurant is still sitting there. It looks vacant. There's no cars pictured in this image anywhere, but there is a restaurant there. Okay, moving on to 2007, you can see that the restaurant is now gone. There's no restaurant there. But you can notice that just in front of where the restaurant used to be, and where the half of the parking lot has been replaced with like a green area. It's like a small parking lot, and there's like a little grassy area with some shrubs, and there's some cars parked to the east of it. So in 2007, the restaurant's gone. But if you notice, the bridge is still there. There's still a bridge intact. Now, if you remember correctly, when we was out there walking around, I told you that the restaurant was demolished and that the bridge was demolished, soon after. But that was incorrect. I was correct, in fact, that the restaurant was actually demolished. The new property owners came in, and for whatever reason, they decided to destroy the old building. And so it was torn down, and I really don't know what they did. I guess they hauled off all that debris somewhere else. But the bridge is still intact. So I'm going to move on now. Let's skip ahead a few years and go to 2012. In 2012, the bridge is still intact, and there's no debris along the road or anything. But if you look at that little grassy area in the parking lot, you'll notice that it's like it's kind of run down a little bit. You can even see what appears to be like tracks running through the middle of it, like an ATV or a car, and I'm not sure, but I think there might even be a fence that goes across, separating the green area and where the restaurant used to be. It looks like there might be a fence across there, but it's hard to tell. It would make sense because I did, in fact, find a fence out there. Moving ahead to 2015, there's that green area again, but at this point in time, you can tell that it's not being kept up. Trees and bushes are kind of growing up around it. It's not really being kept up any. Now let's go to 2018. In 2018, Hurricane Michael struck the Gulf Coast, mainly Mexico Beach, Tenon Air Force Base, eastern parts of Bay County, and the west side of Gulf County. And you can see this map, you can see, first off, the bridge is gone. So, although man destroyed the restaurant, Hurricane Michael actually is one that destroyed the bridge. So the bridge was destroyed by hurricane, not by men. I told you that they tore down the bridge, to keep people from getting across there and making a mess of the area, but that was not correct. You can see like chunks of rock and concrete scattered all over the road in this imagery here. And you saw when we was out there, there was in fact these giant rocks and pieces of concrete everywhere. And we walked around through all that stuff, and I was kind of disoriented, about what I was looking at. I wasn't real sure where I was at, what I need to be looking for. But the rocks, you can tell in this picture here that the rocks extend way out, and there's actually a little embankment there, and then the trees are kind of grown up all around it. And I can look at this map here and see where I was the night I was exploring the area. There's still a swamp back there, or wetlands. None of that has really changed all that much. But the area where the restaurant used to be, and the bridge, and that whole road has definitely seen a change from 2004 to 2018. And I'll show you a little comparison here of the area from 2004 to 2018. Not only did I look at satellite images of the area, but I also found an article online that talked about, what was going to happen to the land. And I'm not going to, go into all of it, but I can say that the county owns from basically Highway 98 up until the Broken Bridge. The county owns that part of the land, and from what I understand is there's a real estate company owns the other side of it, the Broken Bridge to where the restaurant used to be. I can't remember the name of the company actually. It doesn't really matter. I think it's called Gulf Place Foundation, Gulf Place something. I don't remember exactly. But the county definitely owns the part from the Broken Bridge to the Highway 98. And the argument was, what are we going to do with the land? And it would cost a lot of money to rebuild the bridge and stuff. And I think the community spoke out and said we want the county to take over the land, and because locals like to fish that area. And it's true, a lot of locals go out there and fish that area. All kind of different locals like to go there and flounder at night. They go crabbing down there. They do all kind of fishing down there. So I just want to give you guys an update of what I've learned, recently since the last video, and so you guys have a better understanding of this whole process, so you'll know too. We're going to do another night adventure. We're going to explore the wooded area between Butler Bay Road and I guess you would call it St. Joe Beach, Highland View, the water edge there. And we're going to explore that area there. Who knows what we might find. We might find some interesting things laying up in the woods. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fourth video. I'm going to do a daytime video where I walk through everything and show you everything, how it looks during the daytime. And I might even do a fifth video using a paddleboard. You get up in that wetlands area so we can kind of explore that. That'd be pretty cool. But anyways, I just want to give you guys an update on what I found out, what I know, because I'm sure you guys are pretty interested as well. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Stay tuned for that last night adventure.